Another big day for us here at the top men's volleyball league in the country. Every game is a must-watch when the stakes are high, and of course everyone is set and their eyes are on the prize, our top of the standings. Here where power meets passion, welcome to the Spikers Turf.
Good afternoon, Philippines, and welcome to the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center as we usher in another triple bill. There you have the media day for both these squads. We're going to have an exciting one. It's Savouge Spin Doctors up against VNS-Laticrete Griffins. And they're being introduced to the media there, and at the same time making sure that all the pictures that they need to be able to take for the actual coverage is ready. And right now we're here in San Juan for another exciting triple bill. Our games today, there you have it on your screens, but our focus is going to be game number 1 against the Spin Doctors and Laticrete Griffins. Anthony Stein here together with Noreen Go. And Noreen, obviously for both these squads, they need to be able to continue their winning ways.
Yeah, you have to mention, no, all 6 teams will go through a double round robin, after which only 4 will make it. So all these teams, actually you have your eyes, like Ayana said, on the prize, which is to make it to the top 4 for next round.
So you'll understand exactly where the teams stand. You can see there, Signal HD Spikes and Crisscross still with immaculate slates at 4-0. But the two teams that are facing off here today, you can see they're essentially in the middle of the standings.
Yeah, you know, it's a tale of 2 teams. Savouge with a heartbreaker of a 5-set loss to Crisscross. Obviously, they want to bounce back. But VNS got their first win last game day, so we're going to see what's going to happen today.
Let's look at the last game of Savouge. And as you said, a real heartbreaker. They thought that they had Crisscross on a ringer there, looking to be able to pick up a victory. But let's see exactly what transpired. These are some of the highlights there.
Yeah, it's pretty much neck and neck, Anthony, that first 4 sets. But if the fans will recall, no, in the 5th set, when we say you have to start out strong, that's a perfect example because Crisscross just erected an impenetrable wall in the first 5 points. That was 5-0 on blocks, and they never looked back. So, Savouge, you just want to learn from that. I mean, you fell short in the 4th and the 5th set, but, you know, a lot of positives. You were able to spike 56 below Crisscross, but you gave up 14 blocks. Obviously, in today's game, what you want to work on is your block coverage and hopefully, you know, a bit of less errors as well.
And so right now, let's talk about one of their top players in Gil Torres. And this individual needs to be able to come up again with a great showing here today for them to be able to come up with the W.
Yeah, ever since Gil Torres joined the organization, he has been a great middle blocker. And you can see it's not just he's not just a one-trick pony. I always say he's a versatile player, all-around player, doing it in serves, in blocks, and in attacks. But more important than the numbers, I feel that his presence in the middle is always intimidating to the opponent. So today will be no different.
Definitely exceptional numbers. 8 attacks, 4 blocks, and 2 aces. And so he's going to be the ace for that squad. Let's switch over to the other side and talk about VNS. And they have been able to pick up their first victory, looking to make it back-to-back here today.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't easy, we have to say, because Alpha, although they are the only winless team this conference, they're getting better. So there was resistance in that game, but VNS just, for me, Anthony, played with a lot of heart and showed composure. Even though they're a young team, they won in 4 sets. And what you like is they're looking to get better throughout the conference. It is a double round robin, so you know, at least they want to make it to the final 4. You can see the numbers, VNS in spikes, blocking again. It's pretty similar to Savouge giving away more blocks. So I guess for today's game, it's a matter of which team will have better net defense, who will have a better chance to win.
Exactly there, Noreen. But right now, let's take a look and focus on this budding star, CJ Segi. Everybody's been talking about him because he seems to be really unstoppable.
Yeah, you know, testament to the mission, vision of VNS and Coach Ralph Ocampo. They like to bring in new players, develop players, introduce them to the volleyball scene. CJ Segi is exactly one of them. 28 points. Are you kidding me? In 4 sets, 28 points, 26 attacks, and 2 blocks. We're just so excited for his future. Guess what? He's not yet in college. So he has a bright future ahead, Anthony.
And on that note, we're going to send it now over to Ayana Perlas and see what she's got for us.
Thank you so much, Anthony and Noreen. Yes, we love hearing from our fans and supporters, especially on the Pilipinas Live app. If you guys haven't downloaded the Pilipinas Live app yet, don't forget to download it on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. For those of you watching, we have our poll question of the day right below your streams. Our question is, which team will display better serve reception? Is that VNS or Savouge? Go ahead and cast in your votes again right below your streams. And for those of you who want to join in our conversation online, you can use our hashtag SpikerSturf 2025 and follow us on all of our social media platforms, Facebook, X, Instagram, lahat na to stay updated on our schedule and of course on your favorite teams. When we return, VNS going against Savouge for our first game of today's triple header only here on SpikerSturf.
Eco Oil Arena in San Juan, and Season 8, the open conference of the SpikerSturf, where power meets passion. We have 3 matches lined up for you for today in the preliminary round, and for the first of these matches, match number 13, let us welcome our Savouge Spin Doctors and their challengers, our VNS-Laticrete Griffins. Representing our national officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Fernando Velarde. Second referee, Mr. Bobby Celso. Let's welcome our starting lineup from our Savouge Spin Doctors. Let's begin with jersey number 1, Sherwin Caritativo. At number 4, Gils Jeffer Torres. Wearing jersey number 6, Mark Frederick Calado. At number 15, John Kenneth Hernandez. Number 18, Madzian Gampong. And number 19, John Daniel Diwa. Starting libero is number 5, Rico Marius Marmeto. Head coach is Sidney Calderon. Calling on our VNS-Laticrete jersey number 8, Charles Jordan Segi. At number 3, Jan Mangolabnan. Wearing jersey number 6, Kenneth Kulabat. At number 12, Terence Marticion. Number 14, Rash Nursidik. And number 18, Titus Villacrucis. Starting libero is number 21, J.M. Espanso. Head coach, Mr. Ralph Ocampo. This is match number 13, preliminary round, 8th season open conference of the Spikers Turf, where power
And there we got
meets
the starting lineups for both these squads as we have Savouge Spin Doctors going up against VNS-Laticrete Griffins. Starting lineup there for Coach Sidney, and here the starting lineup for Coach Ralph Ocampo.
Well,
We're ready to go.
right, so when you're looking at the starting units, Coach Sidney actually using a different 6 today, putting in Mads Gampong, and there is no Paglaon. You see Hernandez starting also as the setter, and then they're starting with Diwa. So interesting. We always talk about the depth of the bench of Savouge, and this is clearly an example, a different starting unit.
And Savouge is going to pick up point number 1 to start things off here. We'd like to welcome you back here to our coverage on One Sports Plus and the Pilipinas Live app. 1-0.
Well,
Serving once again is Sherwin.
Yeah, Anthony, we were talking about CJ Segi from the VNS camp, at the top of the coverage. One thing VNS has got to realize that he is going to be marked. So block coverage really has to be there.
Exactly what happened here.
Exactly. No, seriously, because he erupts with 28 points in all of 4 sets. So the blocking will clamp down really on Segi.
The moment they saw the 28 points in his last game, he's got to be a focal point of our defense today.
For sure. So it really is up to his teammates to cover, because you need to give him that confidence to keep swinging and keep going for those hits.
Right now, still not on the board is VNS. They're down 3-0. Much better opportunity here. And again, they were able to stop Segi. At least slow him down.
Yep.
Ooh, that's going to be a violation here. Might be on Gampong. And now on the board is VNS.
Yeah, lucky break there for Marticion, because it looked like it was wide. But yeah, Gampong's momentum took it into the net.
That's in.
We always say, what an addition Mark Calado is to the Savouge team. Extra firepower, extra blocking as well. And you like the fact that in the first rotation, he's the one guarding CJ Segi.
And one of the main reasons why you can see that they're starting to stay with the big boys, talking about Signal and Crisscross.
Yeah, that's true.
Kulabat's going to get that through.
Good dig.
Kulabat once again. We're going to send that one out.
Well,
They were thinking of challenging.
We were waiting to get our first challenge, but Diwa quickly admitted he did touch that ball.
Boom! Gampong makes up for his earlier miscue there, scoring a point and giving his squad another comfortable lead.
Yeah, textbook volleyball there. Good pass. Hernandez creates that one-on-one opportunity, and Mads Gampong will not be denied.
Just too strong there from Kulabat.
You know, I like that set of Mangulabnan. Kulabat has got to be like one of the first few options. Of course, Segi's the first. The second, the others need to step up in terms of offense. It can't be just Segi.
And they got to make sure that those serves aren't gifts.
Yeah. Especially when you're chasing.
Calado now with the serve. His team up by 3. Tit for tat that time.
Calado. But that's one thing he actually has developed in his game, his serves. We're going to see better serves later.
Now Kenneth.
That's a good serve.
And a good attack. Up against a 3-men defense. Got that through.
Yeah, Shawi, Caritativo. You know, one thing about Savouge is their balanced scoring. Of course, you have Mark Calado, you know, but Caritativo, even Diwa, Torres, we talked about them. Pretty balanced scoring at the camp of Savouge.
Here comes Segi with his first point. First of many, he's hoping.
His target today is 28. 28 markers.
Previous to that, he actually had 26.
In 5 sets.
Goodness gracious. 28 in 4.
And when you look at him, you know, he's not the tallest of players. That's how good he is. That's how athletic he is.
Yeah, he doesn't have that imposing figure. But he gets the job done.
Yeah.
And it's in once again. That's going to bring us to our first technical timeout. 8-5.
You're still watching the Spikers Turf Open Conference 2025, where power meets passion. Now, Anthony and Noreen extending their last game against Crisscross to 5 sets. You might think that Savouge are at a high at this point, but then actually, head coach Sidney Calderon shared with me how heartbroken they all are. Coach Sid believes that the tight schedule of this conference could be a factor towards their performance in the last game. Napansin niya that they weren't themselves. They were more fatigued than usual. Noreen, you covered the game with me. Maybe you could agree. They weren't cheering as much as they usually do. They showed their disappointment towards their lapses, which is very rare for Savouge. Kaya naman, Coach Sidney asked the team to make it easy today, or to take it easy, as everyone is still mentally and physically down from the tough loss. Back to you guys.
Well, it's got to be a quick turnaround for your squad, because despite the fact that you're disappointed, you need to come up here with even more energy, because you cannot afford back-to-back losses.
Yeah, and when you're playing teams like Crisscross and Signal, you know, still undefeated, but that will change today. You know, I mean, it is what it is, I always would like to say, because you will maybe win some. Like they actually beat Signal last year in last conference. They took crisscross, but it's just everything for me is a learning experience.
And again, you've got to realize it's only just the eliminations, and you're showing everybody just what you're made of already. There's still a second round. There is the next phase of the competition as well.
That's why it's important to make it to the the final four, and then there's going to be another single round, and that's where you're hoping maybe the upsets will come to be.
Right now, it's a 3-point lead once again after another score there from Gampong. It is 10-7.
Yeah, you like Coach Sydney now fielding in Mads Gampong, because we know his career, Mads Gampong. He just needs to blend or gel well with his team.
That's a great dig. Bomb set. Not able to control that there. It was the libero.
Yep, great block, great stop. That was Villacruz's and Segi teaming up for that.
One of the few mistakes we've seen from Marmeto today. Boom! Another one.
A great connection, and we did talk about him. Gil Torres, really, if he gets that perfect set, it's like he said, boom.
It's lights out. Trying to go to the middle, but the defense was there waiting. That was Diwa.
Yeah, that's why he's there. Diwa, he doesn't start in a lot of games, but we've known him to also be a great net defender. Look at that. Perfect read.
It's like he knew what was happening. What was coming his way. Trying to go to Kulabat. That's a great move. Going to his left hand.
And that's not easy against Mads Gampong.
Look at him change in midair.
That's a good sign for me for VNS. You have Kenneth Kulabat contributing for the team.
Well, he's got to. You talked about the fact that they really need to spread things around, because Segi is definitely a marked man today.
Yeah. But that's just smart, placement shot. Diwa finding that center. A huge hole there in the middle.
Now it's a 4-point lead. Biggest lead in the ball game. Wow.
There's a term for that. Relentless. Mark Calado was just relentless. Not the perfect sets. Every time he sees the ball up in the air, I'm just gonna go for that hit.
Anong set? Diretso yun na natin. Kulabat once again. He's gonna go cross court, and he's gonna run out of space though.
Yeah, trying to avoid the blockers' hands and could not find any real estate to work with.
It is now a 6-point advantage opened up by Savouge. That's going to be short.
Nice smile from Mads Gampong there.
Also from Coach Sydney.
Whoa!
Boom! Another one there. And that tremendous shot is going to bring us to another technical timeout as Savouge leads 16-10.
Birds of feather. Birds of the feather, we should stick together. I know I said I wasn't better alone. You can taste the weather. might not be forever, but if it's forever, it's even better.
Back to the action now. That's getting over. They're gonna go to the back row.
Good dig. Oh. Lots of activity at the net.
That has been the weirdest point that we've seen so far here today. But in the end, it's going to go to Savouge, and they're going to build another lead. Timeout called by VNS.
Sorry, lumalaki yung lamang eh. Hindi kayo nag-iisip, hindi pa pwedeng ganyan. Hindi pa pwedeng sorry ng sorry sa laro. Pag nasa labang kayo, lamabang kayo. Makipagtugtugan kayo. Hey, labang! Kayo eh.
Obviously, Coach Ralph had enough. I don't need your sorries. I need you to perform.
I think for me, Coach Ralph, he realizes the fact that Savouge is actually blocking well. But that shouldn't stop VNS from fighting. That's why I said, laban. You know, laban lang kayo, pok.
It's now a 7-point lead opened up by Savouge. Well, they've taken complete control here of set number 1.
And we have to say, they are playing really, really relaxed today.
Segi was able to get to that. Free ball, though. To the middle. But that was expected. Nursidik was at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, I mean, if you study your opponents, you know that Diwa has that, you know, that pump fake, and then he's gonna go for that hit. Nursidik obviously knew that was part of his plan.
Seen that before.
Yeah.
Boy, back-to-back points here. At lumalaban na nga ang VNS.
Well, we have to say, great response off the timeout by Coach Ralph. That's what you want to see, you know. They have blocking. You just want to make sure that they're in the game.
But that is going to stop their forward progress, as Kulabat will send that serve long.
What a time for that to come, because they actually, you know, tried to create some sort of rhythm, some sort of run here.
Diva so far with 3 points, now with the serve.
Whoa.
They go to the opposite end.
Codeniera making his entry known.
That was a power shot. Nursidik with the serve. Good reception.
Wow.
Look at that combination play. Work out to perfection.
It's just the perfect set to Caritativo. No blockers. And if you can actually put 3 blockers on Shawi Caritativo. No blockers. Crazy. Coach Ralph trying to get this bench involved in today's game. Balian, Floresca, Codeniera.
It's an ace. The first of what we've seen here this afternoon.
Yeah, smart serving. I mean, you always want to we've seen that in so many games. The opponents always target your top,
your opponent's a top hitter. And they did that with Segi and that shank.
Dapat kung pare-pare, 0-1, 0-2.
Uh-oh. Well, there you can see the uniform of Antonio says 09. It should just be a 9.
Tuloy ito, sir. Tuloy.
That is true.
At sa
I mean, that
patawag
is
natin ang captain. Para,
point taken.
Captain, para palitan. Red Marcel. Okay.
Now they're going to have to call the captains in there. So you can see Cordillera with a 0 and a 9. That should just be a 9.
Yeah, yeah. It should be uniform. That's why it's called the uniform. Well, but they will allow play, eh? Good dig.
That'll score once again for Savouge. But bringing up that point, don't you have to consult both teams first to find out? Because obviously, you should be giving the opponent, in this case Savouge, an opportunity to be able to have a say in it.
Yeah. When it comes to uniforms, really, you submit it to the committee before the start of the tournament. If you're wearing the wrong uniform, that is actually grounds for complaint.
Yes, possible for feature.
Yes. That's the one.
And that's why I was thinking you should have actually consulted Savouge as well. Because if Savouge says, no, let's play on, then it's their option.
Yes.
But then right now, if you have one particular player not in uniform, the game can actually be awarded already automatically to Savouge.
Yeah. Well, that's why the first referee called in the captains, probably to, share the information. Then what, obviously, Savouge did agree to continue play. So. His foot was perfectly before the attack line.
So it's going to be an unsuccessful challenge there for Coach Ralph. The point will be awarded to Savouge. And their lead stays at 8.
Commanding lead.
Make
here.
that 9.
Segi hits it off the blockers. You love the attitude, really, of Segi. He knows, the blockers will be on him, but he's still going for the hits.
Martishon will check in.
So is Mangulabnan.
He'll be serving here. Savouge 4 points away from taking the first set. Not the best of attacks. Segi delivers again.
Again, not the tallest of players, but so explosive. You see that elevation.
And a timeout now called by Savouge.
Na puntos ang kailangan natin. Sagain lang natin sa magandang receive. Yung 1 to 4 na yan na kada service. Yung 1 to 4 na yan na kada service. Tsagain lang natin sa receive na maayos para matapos na tayo, ha? Marami naman tayong attackers, eh. Tara. Stay active!
That timeout really just to break the momentum. And they're able to get another point here.
Yeah, just reminding the boys, you know, we have so many attackers, so many options. Let's just finish this. I remember one time I was covering their game, and then you can see now, may lakad pa ako. I wonder.
In-expect ko, mabilis to. Kaya nag-set ako ng meeting. Savouge now 2 points away from taking the first set.
Yeah, and Torres still at it at the net. Look at that monster block.
It's now going to be set point for Savouge.
So we talked a lot actually about Torres and his blocking. Max Gampong through the years has also developed that aspect of his game.
Serving now for the set. Caritativo.
Well, Coach Ralph's gonna stop play. He did see the net actually shake.
But did it shake? Because actually the ball made contact.
Yeah.
At least that's what we saw with the naked eye.
And Mark was the one close to that net. Said he didn't touch it.
Well, they're going to take a look at it, and if you stop play and your challenge is unsuccessful, then the point goes to the opponent. And in this case, that might be set number 1.
Yeah, that's always a huge risk to stop play. You have to be, I always say, 110% sure. No, that's not the one. It's the one with Mark Calado.
As you said, that isn't the play that they were looking at. Well, Coach Ralph is beside us, so we can hear exactly what he's saying. And even before he said that, you were actually very correct in saying that it was the other play when Calado was involved.
Good challenge.
So that's what he saw.
Yeah.
I was actually looking at the play that they were reviewing.
Sometimes it does not pay to jumping too high. Your forearm.
Nevertheless, the set is going to go to Savouge here. Off that quick attack. Pretty convincing win. They led from start to finish.
Yeah, you admire the game plan. You like the game plan of Savouge, really defense. They had a lot of blocks there and they never looked.
as they took set number 1 by 9.
Yeah, you know, at the top of the coverage, we did say, you know, Savouge coming off a 5-set loss to Chris Cross. How will they respond to that? And then VNS coming off their first victory against Alpha. But it looked like Savouge in the first set really just wanted the exact revenge, but on a different team, which is today's game. It's VNS. From start to finish, they knew exactly what to do, which is what? Focus on CJ Segi. Of course, he'll get his number some way, somehow. He's that good. But you see a lot of blocks, and then when they established a comfortable lead, challenge a bit, but you know, it's just they had full control, like you said. If you look at the numbers, 6 blocks. We did say at the start of coverage, whoever would probably use the blocking will have the advantage. And you can see errors at the minimum, 4 apiece, but the blocking and then the ability to convert Spin Doctors just a relatively easy first set for them.
UAP Season 87 Volleyball is live and exclusive here on Signal. Watch it all live on the UAP Varsity Channel, One Sports, and Pilipinas Live, because legends start here. Well, you talked about Segi still getting his points. He had 6 points, still leading his squad, but it wasn't points in dominating fashion.
Yeah, not like the previous matches, which is what VNS has to learn. You know, you won't always have your way. You need it's a team effort. Kulabat could contribute more. But let's look at the leading scorers. We did say pretty balanced scoring on the side of Savouge. Calado with 5, Gampong with 4, Caritativo with 3, Torres with 5, you know. Everyone's scoring. For VNS, Segi with 6, the next is Kulabat with 3 points. So the others need to contribute more.
Little bit of a gap there from Caritativo at the net, and picking up another point is Segi. Boy, that was well placed. Also an excellent set there by Hernandez. That was on the money.
Good dig.
That's a good dig as well. We're seeing great defense from both these squads.
So so far, I think one of the better rallies.
Bump set, Gampong! Wow.
You know, in an exchange like that, it's just so sad that it has to end. But yeah, we did talk about both liberos digging well. We got Hernandez was reading the drops, but Gampong, what a swing.
1-on-1, Calado comes out on top. That's exactly what happened in the first set. We had Savouge racing up to a 3-0, 4-0 lead, and now they're up 4-1.
Yeah, and defense again, you know, working. They're really aggressive at the net.
That one will sail long. Caritativo apologizes to the bench.
Well, at this point, we can say, it's safe to say they can't afford it, but they need to be careful because VNS is a very young squad, so you give them new life in this match, they're going to take it.
They are very capable. Calado, skies high once again.
Doing it both in net defense and in hitting. Just a great, great acquisition or addition to Savouge, Mark Calado.
He really just gives him a different dimension.
Yeah, we're talking about a guy who broke the 300 mark in the UAAP. Good stop. We have to say good stop for VNS. That could be a start, right?
Definitely.
Ken Kulabat with a solo block.
Well, Kulabat has had his contributions. Wow, what a set. But it's not going to be a point.
Yeah, I mean, it was well-executed play, everything but the shot. So Mads Gampong hit it wide. It's just a 1-point lead. Again, when you talk about them being Savouge needing to be careful, and so does VNS with their serves.
Cordillera there sending it long. He was part of that earlier controversy about the uniform a while ago in set number 1.
Did they tape it? I know it's
No,
still
they did.
there.
They just left it.
Ooh.
That's going to be out, though. And no challenge here from Coach Ralph. Now we will have a challenge. That's the hardest to challenge, really, from the bench's point of view, because that's the farthest spot from where they're sitting. So they're going to have to rely really on their players more than anybody else.
Yeah. And even so, sometimes it's not 100%. But you also, for me, the coaches, so many games, so many practices, you kind of have an idea from where you're sitting to whether or not it's close, it's worth a challenge. Yeah.
Oh, that's way out.
Way out.
No question about that one.
Yeah, and actually, we have to say, Nursidic did say, yeah, my fault, my fault.
He should have talked to his coaches.
Yes.
So now we have VNS 1 out of 3 in terms of their challenges.
Well, what a way to make up for that previous hitting error. Nursidic going for the center.
That's going to make contact. It's going to be an ace, and Savouge's lead is down to just 1 at 7-6. Kulawat with another serve here. Trying to tie things up. Much better reception. Calado! But that looks like it's long. They're going to say it's still point for Calado and company. That's going to bring us to our first technical timeout. It is 8-6. Savouge on top.
Welcome back to the Spikers Turf Open Conference 2025, where power meets passion. Now, Anthony and Noreen, of course, VNS started today at a high. They had team breakfast and also morale very high after getting their first win of the conference. But of course, according to veteran JV Sumagaysay, we still need to remember that majority of VNS players are still in high school. No matter how much they trained the past few days on their spiking, serving, and blocking variations, mindset talaga ang kalaban nila. In their last game, and just like in our first set, napansin ni Head Coach Ralph Ocampo na nahihirapan talaga silang lumaban when they know they're going against a strong opponent like Savouge for today. But Coach Ralph emphasized, bilog ang bola. Any team can win, so why should we be scared of our opponents? Back to you guys.
That's a very good point there, Ayana. But right now, more importantly, I think they're worried about Segi, who actually looked like he sprained his ankle, but just pays to be young, huh?
And
He
he's
just
a
gets up
fighter.
and he said he's good to go. Ooh, that was friendly fire there.
It's
Making
not the
contact
opponent.
with his teammate, yes.
Yeah.
That looks like it's out. But they're going to say it was checked.
Oh, we have to commend our first referee. Very sharp with these check balls.
2-point lead once again for Savouge.
Good pass. What can you say about CJ Segi? That was a close call in terms of an ankle sprain. But the ensuing plays, he just goes up another day in the office. What a fighter, huh, this kid? Oh. We talk about team contribution, you forget, because a lot of the fans always say, Mark Calado is so good. You forget there's Shawi Caritativo, Mads Dompong, and players like De Pedro, Gamban, they're still in the bench. So what a team Savouge has. Good dig.
Mameto has been all over the place, but there's no support there in the attack from Gampong.
Yeah, great read. Two-man block by VNS. You know, they don't have a lot of blocks, but what they're hoping, these little stops can help bring momentum.
Correct.
Right, to the team. It's just a one-point game.
That's another perfect set from Hernandez.
Yeah, really moving the ball around, going outside, going opposite. Blockers really have their work cut out for them. Pretty loose block. Great set by Hernandez. Service error there by Shawi Caritativo. Well, we have to say it's a better set for VNS here in set number 2. Better fight. But it helps also that Savouge piling up their errors. Ooh.
Wow. It was close, and now you just gave your opponents an even bigger lead. 12-10 is our tally.
4 service errors apiece.
It's going to be another net violation here. That's on Diwa. He acknowledges it.
Really, we have to say, these errors from Savouge just, you know, trying to pump new life to this young VNS squad.
And that is a dangerous thing, as you mentioned. Combination play, and Calado delivers another point.
Well, it's clear, especially in this game, you need a point, go to Mark Calado. 3-man block, not a problem.
That was clearly overreaching.
Hernandez saw the DY. Yes, you did.
And it was clearly, look, it was still there on their side.
Yeah. That is a good example of reaching beyond the net.
Because you've got to give your opponent a chance to attack. And now we are tied at 13 apiece.
Well, talk about giving your opponents a chance. ... That is what Savouge is doing for VNS.
Those are back-to-back on Diwa. So they go to Calado, but he's dug.
Chance. Oh. Oh, still alive.
Nice pancake there, but suddenly Diwa and Hernandez putting a stop to that one.
Well, a couple of net infractions called on Diwa, but this time he takes care of business. But what a pancake dig from Kenneth Colaban.
1 point lead for Savouge.
That's what I'm talking about, the Marcalado serve.
Exactly. Ooh, it trickles over. Caritativo. Hernandez sets him up again. And that time he ran out of real estate again.
You can see that they want to win, talking about Savouge, but they're trying too hard. A lot of hitting errors.
That's an excellent point. Let's see if they can settle down. We're tied at 14. Trying to stretch for that one. Not able to control it was Gampong. And it's now a 1 point lead for VNS.
Great push there by Segi. Unfazed by the blockers.
Nursidik serving.
Ooh.
From the back row. They were expecting that one. Caritativo will get that through.
Wow!
Segi's gonna score once again. And we're gonna get to another technical timeout. But lo and behold, VNS is now on top by 2.
Simula kami mag-training last year pa. Tinuloy-tuloy namin after nung last conference. Hindi kami huminto. Talagang pinagpatuloy namin yung pag-ensayo namin. Tapos yung mindset ng team namin ngayon is one step at a time. Dahan-dahanin namin lahat ng laro namin. Hindi kami pwede magmadali. Huwag kami mag-eye ng ibang team agad kung sino nasa harap namin. Tsaka lagi sinasabi sa amin na respect your opponent.
Get your daily dose of sports updates on Starting Lineup. Mondays to Fridays, 6:30. Live on Pilipinas Live app and on One News. Also available on One Sports and One Sports Plus. Back to the action. And it's now VNS.
Yes.
With a 2 point lead.
Yes. After that first set, you would have thought that it was Savouge, but no, VNS still at it.
And now they're going to send in our CISO in. That's from Coach Sidney's point of view. Parang ibahin lang yung balasan ng konti.
Yeah, I think you need some shift in your energy because they're too lax in this set. A lot of errors, service, hitting, you know. We did say they're the ones trying to egg VNS back into this game.
And now, just like that, they have tied things up with back-to-back points coming off that technical timeout.
Yeah, great response by Savouge and Torres again, right? He just has great read on the spikers, follows the hitting shoulders.
That is a violation on Segi, clearly.
Yeah. He had the right thing in mind because the set was too near, but yeah, I mean, it was the execution.
He acknowledges it. It's a 3-0 run put together here by Savouge. And it's stopped there by Diwa.
Going for that short serve, too short.
That wasn't even close. It almost even didn't make contact with the bottom of the net.
Yeah.
We're tied at 17. Caritativo.
That elevation.
Boy, that was quick.
I was, yeah, quick substitution. It is actually because they base it on the rotation, right? Once the starting setter, like Hernandez, is going to be serving, they bring them back in to maintain a full front row. Good save.
Another long rally. Momentum was there. That's going to be close. Ooh, that went over, and it's out.
Yeah.
Not the way you want to end a long rally.
Wasted opportunity on the side of VNS, but what a good read there by Mads Gampong, letting that ball sail wide.
You know, as they say, there's two schools of thought there, because right now you can see with the change in setters, all of a sudden the momentum swung Savouge's way.
Yeah.
Sometimes some coaches will stick with it.
But we always have to say, you have to trust the coaches because they know their players the best.
That's going to be the second service error there. Here in the last 4 points.
Coach Sydney's just giving them the poker face, but you know how annoyed annoyed she is. Whoa!
That is a big swing and a big point there from Torres.
Hills Torres, come on.
Again, setting order back into the game.
Good serve.
That's long.
Yeah.
Uraba thought he had the point, but the timeout will now be called by VNS.
Sayang yung ano natin eh, sayang yung lamang natin kung itatapon natin na itatapon. I mean, errors yung binigay natin, errors, attack error. Masaya kami na guys, so puro error lang natin eh. Kailangan kasi i-apply natin yung ginawa natin sa practice kahapon. Kung paano yung setup natin ng atake kahapon, paano tayo umatake kahapon. Huwag kayong mag-experiment dito kasi laban to eh, hindi experiment to. Hindi sila mag-block, hindi sila ganun
Oh, look at that. They've got Coach Sydney twice on the sidelines. Is that possible? Did you have two of the coach on the side? Now you have three on the coach on the sideline.
You know, this team really, they just love to enjoy. They goof around, I always say. And they love Coach Sydney.
We got Coach Sydney in the stands as well.
Normally it's the players, right? But first of
It's all over the place.
it's Coach Sydney.
And now our second referee saying enough of the tomfoolery. Send it back there to the stands. That's supposed to be for the fans, not for the players. And just like that, it's a 3-point lead opened up by Savouge. Boy, Diwa now saying, yes, I had some shaky moments a while ago. Time to get back into the scoring act.
Yeah, look at that. You know, he knew. He was looking. He was eyeing CJ Segi. Oh.
Opportunity here, Calado. That's too easy for him.
He's just so relaxed, right, in this match. Again, when you need a point, when our backs are against the walls, Calado delivers.
What a big blast here put together by Savouge. They were down by 2 at the second interval.
Yeah.
But now they're up set points. And Savouge just wanted to make sure here. Coming off that timeout, once again, Coach Sidney just wanting to be absolutely certain that they get it here in this next point.
Yeah, they want to finish it. Finish it.
And finish it they did. That's what you like to do, coming off a timeout, running the play set by your coach. After 2 sets, take a look at highlights of set number 2.
Well, it was without, it's not without bumps for Savouge. It looks like 25-20 looked a bit comfortable, but they were challenged. They actually gave up the lead at the second technical timeout. Remember, 16-14 in favor of VNS. But we have to say, they relaxed a bit. You know, they gave VNS some sort of a opening to come back in this match. But what you like is when they put their minds to it, really, they went back to their game plan using great net defense to stop it. And you have Calado, Diwa. What about Diwa? That was a great set for Diwa. Let's look at the numbers again. Attacks, blocks went the way of Spin Doctors, and that pretty much was the 2 categories that gave the Spin Doctors the win. Here in the third set, if you're the Spin Doctors, you want to finish it in 3 sets because you can see a bit of the second set when VNS came to life, what they can do. You don't want to, like, you know, encourage them to get a set here.
You cannot take any chances. Arena Plus, astig sa sports. As we welcome everybody back to the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center for set number 3. Kulabat to start things off.
Yep. Speaking of Kulabat, he has 6 points. Segi still leads the pack with 12. Calado, on the other hand, 10. Caritativo Torres with 8. Gampong and Dio with 7. That is pretty much balanced scoring for you.
But that 12 points from Segi, I feel, is a very quiet 12 points.
You have to imagine, no, he is marked, we said at the start of the game. These are 12 hard-earned points. You know, that's one thing he will learn. There are days wherein defense will really be looking at you with really bad eyes, and you really have to find a way.
Well, Nursidik is going to find a way to score here. And that's a better start for VNS.
Yeah.
The start of the third. Di katulad ng first 2 sets, nagpalamang sila kaagad na malaki.
Always 3-1, 3-0, 4-1, 4-0.
Nursidik with the serve. Going cross court, is Magpayo with success.
You see Magpayo coming off the bench and making his presence felt.
Well, looking at some more numbers, Torres, who we talked about during the pregame, already with 9 points. Segi gets that through, but again, the defense was there. And picking up another point is Savouge, and they're now up 3-1.
Like deja vu. 3-1 again. But yeah, I mean, you have to credit the floor defense of Savouge. That's a great serve.
Well, Segi just sent it over. He was thinking of attacking.
Good
Nice
cover.
stop there on Magpayo. Espanza was there. Segi with the attack.
Whoa!
That was a wall.
That's a great stop by Arcilio on Mark Calado. I mean, what you want is hoping that for VNS, these tough blocks, and that was on Mark Calado, will kind of boost your confidence, you know, your morale.
A violation on Hernandez, and we are tied at 3.
Well, back-to-back points for VNS. You want to make a run here. Well, close to a stuffed block, Medino, but Marcalado able to use the blockers as hands.
Now Magpayo with a serve. Slim 1-point lead. Make that 2.
Diwa and Torres, they've been really working hard at the net, giving all sorts of problems to VNS.
All throughout the afternoon, that has been constant.
Good cover.
From the back row, what a shot! Caritativo.
But that's what we know about Shawi Caritativo. Doesn't matter where she is inside the court, maybe in the back row, in the front, she goes for her hits.
Boy, Arcilio there with a power tip.
Yeah, I mean, Mangulabdan's got to take advantage of the middles because they have been successful with those quick hits. You want to go to that more.
Another block point here.
See, we always say it's a learning process. VNS has learned that we're going to Mark Calado. Kenneth Kulabat with a monster block.
Leads cut down to 1. Now Kulabat denied. Kulabat again. Boy, Calado wasn't able to get complete control of that attack. And we are tied at 6.
Yeah, we always say, you know, what impact does a stuff block do to your opponents? Mark Calado is a great player, but a couple of blocks against him. Now he's, you know, his hits, he's trying to change it.
It's messed with his mind.
Yes.
And then he says, let me go right back to my hitting ways.
But still, you can see that he got that point, but it's different from his sharp angles. Then we have to say that's how talented Mark Calado is, actually.
There's that serve of his. From the back row, he delivers back-to-back points.
You know, that's so smart of Hernandez to keep going to Mark Calado, giving him the confidence to come back.
And he has come back in a big way. Watch it here once again. Pipe set. Bang.
Actually, did you guys know that grabe talaga yung relasyon ng VNS and Savouge coming into today's game? Nakita ko na kanina si Head Coach Sydney and Head Coach Ralph alongside their players were bonding dahil nga they have a great relationship. As Coach Sydney also sponsors VNS's U18 and U21 teams in other leagues dahil alam ni Coach Sydney yung potential ng young players ng VNS. At hindi lang ito, but both teams have the same goal of being inclusive and being the top LGBTQIA+ teams in the men's volleyball industry and in the country. So todo talaga yung support sa isa't isa. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Diana. Wow, that's really nice to know.
Yeah.
Again, this is a really close-knit community. Talking about the volleyball circle.
I love it. I just, for the love of volleyball, for the love of promoting the sport, you know, getting a lot of people the opportunities to play. Hats off to these two.
Kulabat denied. Tries to vary the attack. But again, the defense was there. 2-point lead here by Savouge. Up against a triple team.
Good defense by Savouge.
Ah, this is a great point. Segi with a set. And VNS will pick up that long rally.
You know, that is a perfect example of patience. You have to play patient volleyball. After numerous tries, they finally get the point. They just could not penetrate that net defense of Savouge.
Oh, they expected that from Caritativo, but still not able to stop it.
Yeah, but that's fine. For me, that's what the net, you have your blockers there. Okay, it went over. You adjust your blocking technique, your form, and try to get some stops.
10-8 is our tally.
Ooh.
Lursitek with a big one.
Yeah, that's a good sign for VNS. We did say they have been successful going to the middle. Good pass. Ooh.
One of the few miscues we've seen here from Hernandez and his attackers. That'll tie things up at 10.
And that's good for VNS. You get into the match early on. And can you imagine if you can get Segi going here in the third set?
That's a great point. Let's see what transpires. But Magpayo says, I want to give my squad the lead.
I'm the one that transpired.
11-10 is our tally.
Yeah, smart hitting. You know, just challenging the smaller blocker.
Here with that service miscue, we are going to be tied. Already several miscues from Caritativo from that service area. Coach Sydney suddenly up. No more sitting down for coach.
That's a great serve.
Segi, yes.
That's one.
That's a good point you made. Now you unleash Segi in a very, very close, tight third set.
And you like the way that slow-mo showed, you know, his approach was from inside the court. He needs to, like, create this element of surprise.
And now, surprised was Nursidik because his serve catching the tape of the net. And we are deadlocked once again, this time at 12.
Coach JP and Coach Ralph, I'm sure when they focused, they were rolling their eyes. You just can't see it.
And there is another service miscue. So it's a 1-point lead for VNS.
And VNS has a full front.
A chance here to take advantage. Segi denied. Back to Segi. and he just cannot be denied.
Yeah, we have to say the blockers were there, Diwa and Magpayo, but Segi just too good.
Oh, there was a bit of a gap and Segi found it. Back to the pin. And here comes Calado again.
Yeah, but Hernandez doing what he does best, really trying to move, distribute his sets, move the blockers of the opponents.
And now with their team down, another change is going to be made. NRC, so back in action.
And Mats Gampong.
As she said, in the second set, wanting a full front line. But it is again Segi delivering another big one.
This third set has got to be CJ Segi's set. You want to force a fourth set, you have to take charge.
They're going to challenge. Well, a while ago, Kulabat said that. Well, Kulabat saying here in this instance, they were able to get it.
It is confusing. You have to give it to the first referee because there were three of them with a pancake save or the attempt. So could have been a bigger plate.
Well, Kulabat has had already a good pancake save, which you brought up earlier in this match. Is there going to be another one here? In terms of challenges, Coach Ralph is 1. Now 1 and 4. Well, you've got to get completely under it.
Yes.
Well, Kulabat again telling his coach, I got it here at my fingertips.
He has a point, but so did the floor.
Ooh, Calada's going to send that into the net. And that's going to bring us here to our second technical timeout. Similar to what happened in the second. It's VNS. Look at this turf war. Calado with his 15 points of 13 attacks and 2 blocks. So far with a scintillating performance. On the other side, Charles Jordan Segi with his 15 points, also on 13 attacks and 2 blocks.
Yeah, what a matchup this is between Mark Calado and CJ Segi.
UAP Season 87 Volleyball is live and exclusive here on Signal. Watch it all live on the UAP Varsity Channel, One Sports and Pilipinas Live, because legends start here. Back to the action. It's now a 3-point lead by VNS.
And we have to say that's the biggest in this match. Remember, like you said, in set number 2, we did see 16-14 in favor of VNS, but then after the second technical timeout, Savouge just came roaring back. VNS hoping for a different outcome here in set number 3.
Good serve. From the back row, Calado, just too much power behind that one.
Close to a body shot for Mangulabnan.
Watch it here. Ba-boom. And then straight into the fans. Still a 2-point lead for VNS. Make it 3 once again. Courtesy of that hit from Norsidik.
Yep. Mangulabnan just doing a great job trying to milk the middle.
Oh, not a good serve.
It's gotta hurt, you know. I
Oh,
mean,
definitely.
you gotta learn how to protect your lead.
Not a good serve from Medino. And here come the starters once again. Hernandez with a full front row once again.
Let's see if they can pull off what they did in set number 2. Get back after trailing by 2 points.
Hernandez so far with 12 excellent sets. Kulabat denied. Segi to Kulabat. Qualitativo. That's a good dig. From the back row.
Oh,
My goodness.
you know. Yeah, but we have to say good effort by Quezon to try to keep that ball alive, but too much power for Mark Calado.
Hernandez again with the serve. His team trailing by 1. Ooh, almost a violation from Nursidik there, but in the end, we're going to be tied at 18 all. And now a timeout will be called here by Coach Ralph.
Tactical timeout, sinabi ko sa'yo, kailangan naka-ready ka umatake. Hindi ka umaatras. Nandun ka lang. Kailangan mo lumabas para makapuwersa ka. Spin ball o shoulders in front. Paulit-ulit. Spin ball lang yung palo. Bakit ka magugulat? Labas mo na na ganyan, tapos ganun lang yan. Yung sa issue natin yung target na yung dalawang, doon pa nagkasay-say, dalawang target ng dalawang tulog. Ganun din sila eh. Ready naman dapat tayo. Anin, tara, let's go. Anin. Wait.
Well, you can see the coaching staff talking about elementary things. And that's why they're frustrated, because that's something that their players should already know.
Yeah, they have to always be prepared, you know, the preparation before the hit. Well, it is still tied.
Wow. Not what you want to see. Coming off a technical timeout, you just lost your 2-point lead once again.
Yeah, and you give up that lead to your opponent. Well, VNS, you need a good pass here. Try to get the ball to Norsidik. Right? Right?
That's what you need. You're tied at 19. Let's see if they can actually stay as close as they possibly can and make a last push in the end. Talking about VNS.
Yep. Yeah, of course. They need to win this to force a 4th set.
Because what happened in the second, they just lost it. That one goes just long. Another service error. Actually, both these squads in set number 3 have had so many errors on serve.
Yeah. And Norsidik was actually telling Coach Ralph it was out. No, don't challenge.
That will stay in. Norsidik coming up big here in the latter stage of set number 3.
Yeah, now the question is, Norsidik's at the back. But yeah, you have Segi in front. Gotta go to Segi, make him go to work.
Ooh, that looks long. But it's called in. Are they gonna challenge? No, they won't.
Coaching staff said, it's good.
So no challenge. And Kulabat, remember a while ago, wanted a challenge. They got the challenge. They lost.
The pancake.
Not the strongest of hits. That's a good stop with the net. And again, delivering. This time is Diwa. Diwa now with a total of 9 points of 4 attacks and 5 blocks.
You have to say that's a great set because defense was focusing on Mark Calado. Why not give it to Diwa? Look at that.
para makagalaw ka. Nakapirmi lang kayo, ilalak nyo pang ganyan. Kailangan yung dumipense, kailangan nyo ilabas yung kamay nyo para makuha nyo yung bola. Kaya tayo nag-practice na pumipirmi kayo. Ang kalaban nyo, pro yan eh, magaling maganyan-ganyan yung kalaban nyo. Kailangan nakakagalaw kayo. Kaya pa ako yung dalawa.
Well, we've got to the business end of set number 3. Torres with a serve. And his squad up by 2.
Well, 2 points at this stage of the match is pretty much a luxury.
Segi needs to deliver. They go right back to him. That time it's out. Ooh, they're going to say it was checked though.
The linesman also signaled that it was good.
All of none with 12 excellent sets. His squad needs more though.
Ooh, good dig.
Wow, Kulabat was able to get that one.
Yo!
And that was checked. And we are tied at 22.
Back-to-back points for VNS. Here they come.
Service sila ngayon, dapat mapatay natin para mauna tayo hanggang 25. Ha? Guys, let's go, let's go, let's go. Tara tayo. Let's go,
Very simple instructions there from Coach Sydney. Well, the instructions all throughout this game have been very simple, straight to the point, and the players have been delivering.
Yeah.
Can they deliver here?
We did here. End game.
They didn't need to execute because Mangalobdan's serve straight into the net. You can see the frustration there in Coach Ralph.
That's what I'm saying. He's rolling his eyes. You just can't see it.
Just so many service errors. More from his squad.
Yeah.
They go to Segi. He's going to send that one out. And it's going to be set point, match point.
Boy.
I think you challenge here.
Yeah, I mean, you should. Yeah, I would too. Although Marcalado did say he did not touch that ball.
Now they're looking for net fault. So now they're grasping for straws.
They are.
Because there really definitely wasn't a check up high. So just maybe grazing the net. Doesn't seem like they're going to win this challenge though.
Well, they're hoping the challenge gods actually alter the video.
At the very worst, Noreen, it stops the momentum somewhat.
Yeah.
Here of Savouge.
This lull, yeah.
Because they got back-to-back points off that missed serve and then here off that missed attack from Segi.
No, imagine that service error is huge. Really huge error. VNS was right in the thick of things here in set number 3.
And that was clean.
Yeah, it was.
And that is the second challenge as well for Coach Ralph. But again, I guess you use it there because it's now set point, match point.
And remember, they did call a successful challenge on Marcalado.
Ooh, a service error. And you see that little bit of lull worked out. Now Savouge is going to call their final timeout of the third.
Papasukin mo to, or saan pa to? Saan mo to?
Gato ka na lang. Saka mas kulabot lang, kulabot lang.
Oh, basta ang importante, mapatay natin ito, ha? Pag wala ni Sid, wag tayo mag-juice to. Tapusin na natin to. Para.
Ikaw na. Paangat mo.
Good serve. But here comes the attack. And again, they just set that up perfectly. Diwa will end things up here.
Yeah, just too many options for Savouge and Hernandez. And, Diwa has been delivering. So why not? That element of
Welcome back to the Spikers Turf Open Conference 2025, where power meets passion. And that concludes our first game for today's triple header. It is, once again, Savouge going against VNS. We have here our best player of the game from the Savouge Spin Doctors, Mark Calado. Congratulations,
Thank you
Mark.
po. Thank you po.
Grabe. Winning in 3 sets. Of course, Mark 18 points, 16 attacks, and 2 blocks. Grabe, congratulations.
Thank you po.
Mark, alam ko na nakwento sa akin ni Coach Sid kanina na yung struggle nyo this conference is yung mental toughness ng team. Ikaw, marami kang veteran experience coming from Signal. Ano sa tingin mo ang pwede mong i-share sa Savouge Spin Doctors and paano mo sila tutulungan sa mental toughness, especially sa second round?
Siguro yung may tuturo ko sa kanila is yung maturity syempre and yung pagiging professional lang sa loob ng court. Like dapat masaya lang, tsaka hindi dapat nagsisisihan. Yun yung dapat na meron kami. Yan po.
Mark, alam ko na yung last game ninyo, super heartbreaking, sabi ni Coach Sid. Heartbreaking loss talaga. So, sa tingin mo, ano ang mga natutunan nyo sa last game na gusto nyo dalhin sa second round?
Siguro yung mga natutunan namin sa laban namin sa Signal, sa Cross kasi natalo kami sa game na yun. Siguro yung kung paano kami kumapit kasi laging dulo kami nawawala eh. So siguro yun ang kailangan naming i-workout kasi kinakapos po talaga sa dulo. Ayun po.
Yes, laban hanggang dulo. Oh, thank you so much, Mark Calado, and congratulations. Now it's your time na batiin yung mga supporters ninyo, Mark.
First of all, nagpapasalamat po ako sa lahat ng tumutulong sa Savouge and thank you po kay Madam sa family niya. Ayan. And binabati ko yung family ko diyan sa Pangasinan, yung mama, papa ko, yung lola ko diyan, yung girlfriend ko na nanonood, tsaka yung family niya. Tsaka yung Bulinaw, Pangasinan na yan. Miss ko na po.
Yay! Thank you so much, Mark Calado. Congratulations.
Thank you po.
Again, our best player of the game of the Savouge Spin Doctors, Mark Calado. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Diana. And now we're going to go to the highlights of set number 3. And this proved to be the closest of all three.
Yeah, but let's take from that interview of Mark Calado, what did he learn from the 2 losses from Signal and Crisscross? It's paano kumapit during the end game. And I feel that it's a good start for them. You know, they put that learning into application here in that match. In this match, they were challenged in the second and in the third set more, like you said, in the third set, but they were able to maintain the right composure, the right poise to actually finish this in straight set. So again, each team, you just want them to improve as the conference progresses. This is probably the last of the first round. Second round will start on Sunday. So still more volleyball to come. Let's look at the numbers. You can see the blocking went VNS's way. That's why it was way close. Defense working, but Spin Doctors just too much. We said it. Too many options in terms of offense. The depth of their bench just showed they negated all the errors and the less blocks with their attacks, and they prevailed. I mean, again, a good start for them.
It was a very good match overall for them, but they were just a little bit outmanned here this afternoon. Coming up next, it is going to be the Sea Lions up against the Insurance Protectors. Stick around for that. That's going to do it here for our first game coverage. In back with my partner, Noreen Go. Anthony Sly saying thanks for joining us, everybody. Till next time, take care. Have a good afternoon ahead. God bless.